Hello, my babies. Hello, my honeys. Hello, my ragtime girls. Hello. I'm still eating oatmeal. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. That's what you get for being early. You get burps in your ear. Huzzah. I hope you like that. Oh my goodness. How dare. Man, it's so funny that the color of that little September worm or whatever it is, it's like the exact same color as your username, so it kind of just looks like it's supposed to be there. Sharky, hello. I have never seen an emote that moves so slowly. Oh, is that the new hype? Thank you for the resub, Pika. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've seen this. Is this brand new? I haven't seen this. I recognize this woman. Like, I couldn't put a name to her, but I feel like I've seen her around. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, baby. 3 years, 4 months, 8 days. How many seconds? What about nanos? Oh my god. Oatmeal, oatmeal. Yummy, yummy, oatmeal. I'm being too long. Too long? If it's too long, that means you gotta go, so I hope it's not too long. You know what I mean? Alright, hell yeah. Instagram has been Instagrammed. Oatmeal has been oatmealed. Stream has been streamed. We got the good. When I log in, when y'all see my little facey face, there's gonna be a fire in the background because there's a whole fire, you guys. Oh my goodness. We're also just gonna hope on a wing and a prayer that it doesn't get too noisy outside. I currently haven't even closed my window or anything, and it started rain. It started like water fell from the sky, so that might be enough to potentially deter the construction workers. I'm not sure. They were supposed to start like Monday. A whole cavalcade of people showed up Monday. They stayed for maybe an hour, and then like did nothing and left. And then they didn't show up yesterday, so I'm kind of just like, what are we waiting on specifically? What is exactly happening right now? You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, gamers? So, the thing goes closed. That. How you say that? How you say that? They don't show up making a whole ding dang bunch of noise. But it's about to be 9 o'clock, which is the start of quote unquote the day. You know what I mean? Is it time? Hi. Hello. I had a little choo-choo hat on. Every Wednesday, I haven't typically touched OBS, or I should say I haven't touched VTube Studio since my recording of a Comfy Reads Everything video, which, ooh baby, let me do the self promo. Let me do that self promo, baby. Ooh, I don't know why my URL has saved it in this way. But I'll post it here. Hello. However, so I had a little choo-choo train hat on because I did Thomas the Tank Engine. Mason, hello. How are you? Train, hello. Yeah, Train. Train's here. Train knows. I don't know what I'm going to record. I don't know what my next video is going to be. I have a few. I really fly by the seat of my pants on that channel. I was shocked. Oh, you know what? I'll probably do a console one. I tried to do a console library. Worky lurky, hell yeah. Oh yeah. Did that, when, how long, how many? I hope that, it's going well. I'm doing great. Well, I woke up feeling like hot fucking shit, but like, I'm feeling a lot better now. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like the way I sleep gives me a sinus thing. Comfy reads every model of Intel processor. No! Yeah, I might do another Nintendo console. Honey Barn, hell yeah. It was an accident. Ooh, hell yeah, that rules. You gotta, like, listen. You just gotta, you know how, like, some people, they'll skim off the top, they'll just, like, pocket a 20 if it comes into the till, they'll give the wrong change or whatever. Do that, but with honey. Just skim a little honey off the top, put it in your pocket, and take it home. And by the end of December, you'll have a mountain of honey that will be perfectly fine to eat. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. Honey can't get germs in it, so it's fine. It don't matter that it touched your hand. It's still clean. Like, I guess there could be, like, some crumbs on your hand. That's what they actually... Hell yeah. I love that. Yes. Take all the steal it all. Steal all the honey. Anyways, alright. That's enough. That's enough ding-dang chit-chat. I feel, baby. Oh! Look at that on-fire building. Wow. Amazing. Alright. So last we left off, baby. We're bottling flavors, and there's enough to fully fill a jar. My boss tells me to just take it home. Oh, that rules. Oh, I love that. Yeah, it is. They were playing my mixtape. Oh, because it's the hot fire. I get it. I like it when there's Diggy. So last we left off, the Yatagarasu, the great thief Yatagarasu, made a threat that they were gonna do a crime here at this embassy that is shared by two countries that used to be one country. And then there was a fire, and Kay was said to be the one that did it, and we were like, no, it couldn't be her. So now that's where we're at. So look at all the MIB. That's Will Smith. Count off. One. What? They're all just saying one. Shifu, 99 call-outs, so all 99 members are most likely here and accounted for. What do you mean, most likely? Hey, you. Yeah, you, the second number one from my right. Sir, yes, sir. Here, a birthday present for you. What? Shifu, I didn't know that you had all of our birthdays. What a kind heart you have. Shifu, you are more of a man than we'll ever be, sir. Well, I'm really sorry, but it's not my birthday. They're all just the same. Lang Ji says, a cub who disrespects other students feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. That present isn't for you. It's for your younger brother's wife's younger brother. What do you mean? Tell him I said hi and happy birthday, won't you? Yes, sir. Shifu, I can't believe you remember that much about each of us. Shifu, I'm so moved I can't stop crying. What is going on? This is crazy. I should probably leave them to their alone time. All right, meeting's over. Everyone head to your posts. Excuse me. Dismissed! Sir! Shuffle. Rawr. Yo, were you guys there the whole time? I got a call from Shinan. She's already filled me in. It sounds like you're out to get in my way again. I have absolutely no intention of interrupting your investigation. I simply request that you grant me permission to investigate the Alabastian embassy. And what if I say no? Gabriel, hello! How are you? We just started the dialogue, hurt my brain. Whoa! Jose with a hose raid! Welcome, Raiders! How is your stream? How is Dark Souls? What time is it for you? It's 9 a.m. for me. Metaphor, what is that? Oh my goodness. Welcome, Raiders. We're playing Ace Attorney. A murder most foul has just happened. That's right. Hey, you can. That's my gift to you, I suppose. Oh my goodness. I wish the hose would raise my. Whoa, train. Whoa, train. Agent Lang, this man is my subordinate. As I have received permission from the ambassador, he is to be extended the same rights. Sorry, sis, but it's not that simple. Alabasta has the strictest immigration regulations in the world, or didn't you know? Correct, it's 11 a.m. I have work later, so I wanted to finish Dark Souls. Did you finish Dark Souls? I've only just begun Dark Souls. And by that, I mean that I beat the dog one. I beat the dog boss, and I don't think I got much further than that. Oh, the new Metaphor game. Yeah, I want to play that. It looks like Persona without a lot of the things, a lot of the rougher edges that Persona seems to have. I'm very curious about that game. Oh my goodness, I'm excited. Even among my elite men, only about half of them were admitted into the country. Besides, any more cooks in the kitchen, we might spoil the soup, if you get what I mean. Too many cooks. How many put a 1 in the chat if you know what Too Many Cooks is and you've seen it, and a 2 if you haven't seen or don't know what I'm talking about when I say Too Many Cooks. The Dark Base, the Dark Souls 3, hell yeah, the base Dark Souls 3. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I was surprised, I was shocked at how many people, I showed a bunch of the dudes that for the first time, and I was shocked. I was like, how have you ever seen this before? Okay. How dare you make such an assumption? Don't take this the wrong way, but I thought I was in charge of Alabasta, Ms. Von Karma. Grr! Look, try to understand, okay? Things over in Alabasta are a bit of a mess right now. What do you mean by a bit of a mess? No one told you? We had an incident in Alabasta as well. This is what we call a decision based on the investigation, Mr. Prosecutor. Look, Wolfie, just listen already! Hold it. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, there's an old man. Is there a problem here, Agent Lang? Oh, he's decrepit. How's you know well? Became painfully aware on Fateful Tuesday night. It's the old man. Not really, just having a discussion about whether or not to let these guys in. Ambassador Albi, I ask that you please allow these people to join the investigation. Having a debate. What did I just do? Having a debate because of my country. I'm terribly sorry for placing you good people in that kind of situation. It is all because I lacked the strength to govern well. Please, it is nothing of the sort, Ambassador. You weakling Quirkus. Curse your frailty and inability to effect change in your country. What are you? He's freaking out. The thing is, investigations conducted in my country have been under Agent Lang. And it is my judgment that in order to minimize disruption in the investigation, I should leave everything up to Agent Lang. There, you see? Oh, no way! Oh. Oh. Hi. This guy was like, as Ambassador Alibi, I ask that you please reconsider letting them into Alabasta. What's that? My very own secretary has been murdered in the Babalese embassy. And he was apparently caught up in some very shady dealings completely unbeknownst to me. So I ask for your cooperation in our investigation. Oh, you know what? Shit, I gotta, hold on a sec. I just realized I changed the aspect for grounded. Nope. Nope. Yeah. Okay. There we go. That's better. Metaphor, if you go to the bathroom to take a poop in the 5th, 15th, and 25th day of the month, you get a plus. What the heck? What kind of game is this? That's so funny. These aren't much, but I hope they can cover your travel expenses to Babal someday. All right, I get it. Even if you beg Ambassador Alba, I still have to give the final okay anyway.
All right, you hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? We're in!
Not so fast, my little crow girl. You're still a witness in the Babal murder. So I'd like you to please stay in the Republic of Babal. Detective Gumshoe, please take good care of Kay for me. We're in the void for a second, yeah. Yes, sir. Sounds good to me. The fewer troublemakers, the better.
Grr, rasp.
What? Like a raspberry? Like that? That's so funny.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes?
So I wanted to ask for a while now, but that lady over there, is she who I think she is?
Ah, that's right. I didn't introduce the two of you yet.
Franziska von Karma, the prosecutorial prodigy. It's nice to see you again. Oh, I knew it. You're the whip lady.
You may address me as Miss von Karma. She didn't like that. But it is her whole deal.
Miss von Karma, I leave the investigation of Alabast in your hands.
Thanks. Rest assured, I will outsmart both the smuggling ring and the Yatagarasu. The smuggling ring, huh? Perhaps I should ask Franziska a bit more about them before I head into Alabast. Ah, and I mustn't forget to thank Ambassador Paleno for all that he has done for me. Even though he's definitely fucking hiding something. Alright, let's talk to... Let's just do... I don't want to talk to everybody else. You've made such progress in your investigation in such a short period of time. It's truly amazing.
Agent Hicks, whose help I had requested, was cut down before he completed his task.
Head pats. Aw, shit! I knew I forgot something. Fuck! In 1 minute, Pika, I'll get you head pats again. I'll re-redeem.
There was no room for further failure in my perfect investigation.
Lots of people are getting murdered about it. I turned it on now. There's always it's so annoying because I open up every program that I need to open to stream, right? However, the head pats is connected to something called Mix It Up. And Mix It Up, I need to log into it every single time. And I forget about half the time. So, because I just open it and then I start doing other stuff. Bits and channels, got it. I know how to do this. Will it blend? Da 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 da. There it is. That's for you, Pika, 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 Pika. Okay. In spite of that, I believe you were able to obtain some insight into the ring, correct?
I was a wrestler. Just kidding, it was nothing.
I simply made some deductions based on the smuggled item I was following. You mean the Babalese ink? But why are there restrictions on the export of Babalese ink to begin with?
That's classified Interpol info.
Hold it! Oh. Franziska, as your subordinate, I'm a part of your investigation now. Don't you think it would be beneficial if I was as well informed as you?
Point taken. Very well, I'll fill you in. Recently, we discovered some very well-made counterfeit bills circulating in Zhengfa.
Counterfeit bills?
Yes, as you may have deduced, the counterfeits are being made with Babal's special Babalese ink, and it's virtually impossible to distinguish bills made with Babalese ink from real ones.
Well, what do you even... I see why maybe this first game is not the sort of, like, things we are, expected to just sort of get behind are kind of ridiculous. Anyways,
thus, it was only natural for Interpol to keep an eye on the Republic of Babal.
That's where this document comes into play, correct?
Correct. Mr. Cochin was smuggling large amounts of Babalese ink. Furthermore, he was charged with running the embassy's printing equipment. That's all the evidence I need to know that he was the head of the smuggling ring. However, there remains one tiny problem.
Let me guess, you still have yet to find the counterfeit bills or the smuggled ink.
Yes, and while we're listing things, I might as well add the counterfeits plates to the pile. Since we haven't been able to locate any of these items in the Babalese embassy, we're looking for the Alabastian embassy. We're looking into the Alabastian embassy next. It doesn't matter where they're hidden. Mark my words, I will find them.
Oh my god. Scooby-Doo. Alright, what about you, sir? Ambassador Polano, I am in your debt. Oh, no, it's nothing. Because it's about all I can do for you, I'm afraid. I only ask that you bring Manny's killer to justice. I will, Ambassador, on my honor. Wow, you're so sensational. You've really piqued my curiosity. I know they aren't much, but know that I am giving them to you wholeheartedly. For coupons. No, that's quite all right. Oh, well, how about this, then? Whoa. What exactly is it? It's fountain penning. Known as Babali's ink, it's made exclusively in Babal. So this is Babali's ink. We make it from, wit crystal oil, which is mined through our mineral mines. Please accept this ink, one dip of your fountain pen in this, and you can write for hours in your organizer. How fortunate for me, the ink in my pen just happened to have run out. I gladly accept your gracious gift. He's so serious. Great, wonderful. I guarantee to you that writing with our ink is an unforgettable experience. And since we don't export it, if you run out, we're always welcome to come and visit our fair nation. Talk about cornering the customer along with the market. Well, shall we get going? Oh. What's wrong, Kay?
We didn't get permission to enter Alabast, so we're gonna gather whatever info we can over on the Babali side, okay?
All right, I'm counting on you two.
Right, and I'm counting on you and Miss Von Karma to sniff out clues in Alabast. Oh, and Mr. Edgeworth, if you happen to come across my phony, you let me know, okay? If you tell me, I'll rush over straight away no matter where you are.
I'll let you know when the time comes. Because she tried to jump over the fence and, you know, sneak in before. So it was like a whole... That's the Steel Samurai, and I have a feeling, I have a sneaking suspicion that the actor inside the Steel Samurai costume may be a familiar face. Whoa! What do you think you're doing to my subordinate? Who could it be? You're...
Edgy, oh thank heavens you're here. I'm in a really, really big pickle, your lordship. The raven had appeared, poof, and then disappeared, swoosh. It's Larry Butts. And though I am the Steel Samurai, my sword, I'm so confused. I don't know what anything means anymore.
Who is this fruitcake?
Francisca, please.
Train buff, what did you just say to me? On my good Christian Minecraft server? Hydrate posture check, you're new. Alex, what's your favorite crime? This was 2009. It was a different time, I guess.
Yeah, I am Larry of the House of Butts, married man of Neo Old Tokyo, milady.
Now I remember, this person is one of your friends, isn't he, Miles? Yes, frighteningly enough, he is.
Hey, what's up with that answer? Your best bud is in a bind, and you act like it's no big deal.
What sort of bind are we talking about here?
The suspect kind. I accidentally became a suspect in a murder.
I see, that is quite the bind.
Not that we're in the least bit surprised.
Yes, I pretty much expected this, Deuce. Some people in Ace Attorney have been disproportionately accused of murder. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god. Okay. From the instant I saw this unlucky face. That's so funny. His name is Larry Butts. I've known him since grade school, and as long as I've known him, he has been the world's largest source of trouble with a capital T. Did you see how I capitalized it?
Hey, what kind of introduction is that? You're so mean, Edgy. If you're not careful, you might find your tiny number of friends go down by one.
That was uncalled for. Besides, Wait, hold on. Larry, it was you? You're the one who wrote my Steel Samurai autograph? Yeah, because, like, I found it strange that it was addressed to Mr. Edgeworth when he didn't say who he was at all. Favorite crimes include putting those putting lots of money in my hands and bank account. I do like that also. I want to do that.
Oh, you didn't notice earlier? I even winked at you through my headpiece.
What's going on? And why are you beet red? He loves the Steel Samurai, but I don't know if he ever admits it. Sorry, but could you not speak to me right now? Oh, sorry. Am I interrupting your comical yet melodramatic play? The Ace Attorney story. Aha, so this is the incident you mentioned earlier. Mr. Prosecutor, this man, this childhood friend of yours, is our prime suspect. Of what, you ask? Of the murder of a man who snuck into this embassy, masked to Mask the Second. Masked to Mask the Second?
Whoa!
This was, Mask to Mask was in the first game, I think. Or... Yeah, no, it must have been. Yeah. Because this game is in the Ace Attorney. This is like right after the Ace Attorney trilogy, I think. Not the 7 or 8 year time skip that happens after. Only Larry could get himself into yet another mess as fine as this. But no matter what the facts seem to say, Larry is not the type to commit murder.
Breaking kneecaps? Why? What is it with you and
Knees, Alex. I'm starting to think you've got a thing for knees. Still, it's rather a daunting stroke of misfortune I've struck. I have to prove that Larry Botts is innocent of all wrongdoing.
Shifu, we've identified the victim.
Good work. We'll take that report now.
What is his name? They're calling him Shifu.
Shifu Lang? Is that his name?
Why are they calling him Shifu?
That's not his name. If you bring anime near me, I will also break your Nico. Why? What's wrong with anime? What's the problem? What's the story, Wishbone? Okay. Do you mind if I take a peek at this as well? What did I tell you earlier, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't get in my way. There's only enough flesh here to feed one wolf, and that one is me. That's what a weird thing to say about a dead man. So no, you may not take a peek. It's Agent Lang. Woo!
Hey! Detective Bad!
Older than ever. Agent Lang. Will you allow an investigator such as myself to take a look? Wait. Yes, of course. You let the detective see the file. You're Detective Bad. You're the prosecutor, Mr. Edgeworth, right? Now, he needs to not. Okay, this is so tough because he's not. I made him not Southern, but the other guy's Southern. Fancy meeting you here, detective. You weren't expecting me? Ever since that day 7 years ago, I've chased after the Yatagarasu non-stop. I don't sleep, I don't eat. It's been 7 years. I even pressured Interpol into keeping me in the loop, in case a card was ever found. What incredible dedication to the case. Agent Bad knows the Yatagarasu's MO very well, and his passion for the chase hasn't died down in these 7 long years. It's something I can respect. But Detective Bad, I must ask, are you going to make an ally out of this prosecutor? My only goal is to arrest the Yatagarasu. If he can get to the bottom of this case, then I'm willing to share info with him. I am in your debt, Detective Bad.
Yeah! Tell me everything! I love him!
About the murder of Damask II, would you be willing to fill me in on a few of the details? When the Yatagarasu showed up, Agent Lang and I took ourselves off guard duty. Put ourselves in charge of directing things at the crime scene. Taking advantage of the chaos, Damask II, he broke into the embassy. Probably to steal some treasure or another. And I suppose he lost his life when he was forced to fight someone else in this room.
Who is the suspect?
No, I know what it is, Train. Thank you.
What?
Hold on. Alex. But that's a different part of the body. It's a completely different part. They're near each other. Why exactly was that man placed under arrest, Detective? That samurai. He was born looking suspicious, but not for the reasons you suspect, I assure you. As you can plainly see, he is completely harmless.
Well, it was just a random guess. It's not like he's actually under arrest. Tonight, here at the Alabastian Embassy, Ambassador Alba was going to give a commemorative speech. And that's when the Yatagarasu showed.
What?
But keep in mind, the Yatagarasu isn't who I'm talking about right now. Those seats for the guests who had been called to sit in them were empty.
A no-show? Who was it that failed to take their seat?
The Steel Samurai. Until the speech was to begin, each member of the entire Steel Samurai family was to wait in a separate room. However, for some weird reason, that man was spotted in a different location other than his assigned room at that time.
And where was he? I wasn't expecting this to be the next thing I saw. Come on. Oh, Larry Butts, please and thank you.
He was on the roof with one of his legs down a chimney.
Why does these buildings have chimneys? Just please and thank you also.
That chimney leads directly into this room.
Ugh. Larry Butts, you've really outdone yourself this time. What were you thinking? Homie really thinks he's Santa Claus. There is a lot of noise outside, but that's just the garbage truck. It's garbage day. I'm gonna give it a sec. How are you all doing? Do you like crimes? What's your favorite crime? Mine is being creative. How do you get the crime? Something to be creatively... I forget how it goes. It'll be gone so fast, probably. How you guys? How's the weather out there, guys? Do you have any? Is the weather fun? What about sport? What about sport? Do you like sports? What's your favorite sport? This garbage truck has got to go. I don't know if y'all can hear it. If I'm like quiet. Ow. Crimson, hello. How are you? Maybe it's not as loud as it. I can see it popping up like a little bit on the leveler, the audio mixer. We're just gonna keep going. Okay, whatever. In any case, I believe it's high time for me to start my investigation. Begin investigation! Boo 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 boo. Alright, let's look at a deadman. So this is the victim, Damask II. What is with his gaudy outfit?
You don't know about Mask to Mask. A few months ago, this thief caused a lot of havoc on the populace.
So this thief is separate from the Yatagarasu? You know what has 4 wheels and flies? A garbage truck. Oh, shit. I actually meant to... That was a slip of the finger.
I thought they were for a while because their MO and targets were different. Damask likes high-value trinkets like jewels, and being gaudy is his signature. Gumshoe was in charge of that investigation, so he'd know more about Damask.
That's all right. All I'd probably hear are tales of his failure anyway.
You haven't changed a bit, I see. In any case, let's get started here, shall we?
I won't rest until I look. What are you holding?
What is he holding? It looks like a piece of paper from a notepad.
Wow. It would appear the directions on how to reach this room were written by hand. There is something written on the back as well. I'd like you to steal the Prima Duck statue in this room. What is that supposed to mean? Who writes a note to themselves like that? If I had to guess from the text, I would say that this is actually a request from someone about what to steal. Just who is the person that requested the theft of the Prima Duck statue? Oh my god, they gotta take that Mask Damask off. I thought that Damask had quit the business.
This guy, he's just a copycat using the name. A phony successor. He's just another petty thief. His real identity is an out-of-work guy by the name of Kashi... No. He's 29 and wanted on larceny charges. From his clothes and what he was carrying,
We determined that this guy is the real Damask 2. The cause of death appears to be the loss of blood from the back of the head. It seemed that he was struck with something very hard. In other words, he was bludgeoned to death. Okay, I don't know how you knew that. But sure. Do I have his profile? Oh, there he is. Okay. Alright. He's dead. Dead AF. There is not a single shred of fashion sense in Damask's... Oh, this is Francisca. There is not a single shred of fashion sense in Damask's costume. Well, at least I can appreciate the great effort he must have put into making it. You two don't know. You can buy this costume almost anywhere now. It's being sold since when? Since around New Year's. The streets are practically flooded with it. Turns out Damask is a lot more popular than I thought he'd be.
I can't believe that foolish fool will dress in fool's clothing to act foolishly.
We got your point about 3 foolishes back, Francisca. Come on. Come on! So this is the murder weapon in this case.
There's blood on the blade. It's a rather sweeping sword, isn't it?
What did you expect? It's Steel Samurai's... it's Steel Samurai Daddy's secondary... Oh. This was... this game is so old that the way we use the word daddy didn't exist yet. So that his name is just Steel Samurai Daddy and not like Steel Samurai Daddy. I only call it his secondary because although he uses his sword in most of his battles, it's his trusty samurai spear that he turns into in a real fight.
You sure know quite a bit about the Steel Samurai.
It's only because I saw the stage show earlier. No, for no other reason. I don't think I picked up on this the first time, but like, he hides it very well. But like, I know in the they recently did a 3-minute little animated thing with Phoenix and Miles on a couch talking about stuff like the new game and whatever. And he like ends it. Miles ends it where like he's about to info dump about very particular things about the Steel Samurai, and Phoenix is like, ah. It's so out of character, which makes me like it so much more. It's only because I saw the stage show earlier. The owner of this store is the Steel Samurai, or in other words, Larry. I should probably ask him about it, as detrimental as it is to proving him innocent. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah.
I suppose this was the wrapping cloth Damask 2 used to carry his stolen goods. But there's nothing wrapped in it now. I guess he never did manage to get his hands on whatever it was he was out to steal.
But okay. I think that's all. I think that's everything. Holy shit. Okay. Oops. All right, Larry. Larry, there are a few things I need to ask you about.
Hey, how about that? I got a few things I've got to ask you, too.
What is it?
It's like, both of you and him, how is it that the two of you always manage to have some cute or hot girl by your side? And Francie, what about that promise you made to me?
Promise? What promise?
The one where you said you would model for my next book, Francie's Whippity Whip Trip.
What? Huh? I love tapping back over Comfy's face across the screen. What? What the hell? All right, I don't know if she would have agreed to something like that.
Yow! I made no such promise.
Ever since grade school, they've had a certain saying around Larry. When something smells, it's usually the butts. One needs to look no further than this man to find the king of troublemakers. Come on. All right. As I recall, aren't you calling yourself Laurice Donim now?
That's Doomin. Laurie's doomed him. Get that straight in your head, Edgy. Wow. Yeah, wow.
Now I remember, you're that rude, pale imitation of a real artist.
No, you got it all wrong. I gave up on that whole Laurice business. Besides, when Banjalina...
Larry's so ridiculous! I forgot that he was pretty bad. He was still pretty bad in the first game, but they made him so much worse. Because I got, like, the idea is this, like, I guess he's supposed, we're to believe that, like, he somehow manages to land all of these supermodels to date him somehow. But, like, he's such a schlub, and, like, and so, he's always, like, getting broke. He's just been dumped by some new supermodel.
Besides, when Banjalina left me in my heart in pieces, that's when Mindy walked in.
I didn't even know I was coming next.
That's when Mindy walked into my life. She's been so good to me that I wanted to help her in some way. And I figured I could through the Steel Samurai outfit.
Your inane blathering makes less and less sense each time we meet. I believe he's saying that he picked up this part-time job as the Steel Samurai so that he may attempt to capture the heart of the actress who plays the Pink Princess.
You got it. I knew you'd know what I meant, Edgy.
Not really. It's not as much as I understood, but a simple deduction based on your usual modus operandi, Larry. Larry, I'd like you to confess right now to everything you did tonight.
Confess? Hey, don't tell me you suspect me too.
Nonsense. I don't believe you have the mental acuity needed to plan and execute a murder. However, we are talking about you here, so I find it hard to believe that nothing happened. But for past experience has taught me that you are always at the center of some insane event.
Edgy, how can you be so mean, stabbing me with your words like that?
Unfortunately, I don't have the time to search out a key to unlock your heart this time. That was... Listen,
what the hell?
That... There were spirit locks in the other games, not any longer. Fortunately, okay. So I suggest that you cooperate and tell me what you know.
Okay, I get it. Just stop Franzi from whipping me from behind. So, I guess you know what I did, right, Edgy?
I can't even begin to imagine. However, I imagine that whatever you are up to was probably beyond my imagination. So you will tell me exactly what you did, Larry.
Nope, not yet, Edgy. It'll take more than that to loosen my lips. A lot more!
Confess now!
Oh! Okay, well, I was
up on the roof. Like, why not? I was up on the roof. Why exactly were you up there?
Oh, you know, that wintry custom.
What? Wintry? I don't know what that word means.
That wintry custom in the legendary hero.
Legendary? Hero?
Santa Claus!
A wintry, maybe? Santa Claus?
I wanted to do the thing he does, so I climbed up to one of the chimneys. But when I got there was smoke pouring out of the chimney.
And?
Well, I couldn't go down the chimney with smoke coming up, right? So I gave up.
Objection! Larry, you do realize that Santa Claus does not exist, right?
Hydrate, you got it. Of course I know. I did graduate from junior high, you know.
And you should also understand this. If Santa was real, he would be the biggest unlawful trespasser in history.
Ah, crud!
This is so ridiculous. It is your attempt to imitate Santa that has landed you in as a what a sentence. Hold on.
Edgeworth, could you please with words like this?
It is your attempt to imitate Santa that has landed you as the prime suspect in this murder.
Come on, man. What's so wrong with pretending to be Santa?
Let's start with the fact that it will be the Ides of March in a matter of hours. Santa only visits homes on December 24th, and that's in December, you nitwit.
No! He's so stupid. Hey, wait a sec. We're not in court.
Okay, all right. Characteristic of winter. Man, I feel like they pulled out their thesaurus for that one. And by they, I mean Larry specifically. Larry, about the samurai sword that was used as a murder weapon.
Oh, that. Well, I shook hands with the ambassador in this room, you know.
Yes, apparently you did.
And, well, I totally forgot about it and left it behind when I left afterwards. You want to talk about shock? I was the most shocked of all when I heard it killed someone. Ah, shocked! Foolish fool, looking especially foolish for foolishly stating such a foolish excuse. You forgot to take something that big with you. Who would believe such a tale?
Hold it!
Sorry, Miss Von Karma, but I believe him. Because if anyone could forget something like that, it would be Larry.
Edgy, you believe me? I just knew that our friendship is something special.
Anyway, even if Larry had simply forgotten the sword and left it behind, that in no way clears his name, which means that I will have to prove his innocence from a different angle. Okay. So, we'll look at these knives. There's some weapons on display on this wall. A crossbow, and under that, a set of knives bearing a flower motif. They must be counterparts to the Babalese knives, which means that the blades inside these scabbards should match the blade that was used to kill Mr. Cochin. Let's look at them. Holy shit. Knives adorned with flowers are on display here. I suspect that these are the counterparts. Oh. The blades of these knives should match. Whoa. One of the knives is missing its blade. Let's see if the two pieces, the blade and handle, fit each other. He's walking around with a bloody knife, huh?
It would appear that they fit together quite well, almost seamlessly.
Then this means that an Alabastian knife did find its way into Babal. But how? Did I... Oh, okay. Did it update anything? A spear! It's a Steel Samurai's primary weapon, the Samurai Spear.
Isn't it awesome? I totally fell for this thing. It's sleek and shiny, just like my heart. It comes at you like whoosh! When you hold it, you just want to live life like BAM!
You do well to watch what you say, Larry. Although it is just as Larry says, the spear is quite the symbol of valor. However, speaking of spears, aren't you supposed to use them by thrusting the point straight into your opponent? I'm not entirely convinced the spear is up to the task.
What's wrong, Edgy? You're just staring off into the distance. Oh, I get it. Tell you what, I'll tell the studio to make you one, okay? But this one's mine.
Did I say anything about wanting one? Maybe I can shut him up if I show him the piece of evidence that will point something out about his spear. Sure, because... I mean, maybe... the picture that he drew? Notes? Oh. Sure. Okay. Yeah, we'll look at everything first. Walking around with a bloody knife for a reason. It's normal. It's regular. Is this spot somehow... Oh, shit. No. I want to... Spacebar. Why is there a weapon on display in a place like this?
I wonder why there are no whips on display.
Come on. I can spot absolutely no difference between this and this Prima Duck statue and Babal's.
The statue's face looks a bit like that costumed hero you like so much. I only wonder why you Americans have such an affinity for this kind of face.
The statue wasn't made by an American, you know. At least I don't suppose so. Okay. So, yeah, let me present his own thing.
Oh, hey, it's a Steel Samurai.
I want you to answer this for me, Larry, and depending on the answer, I may let you live. The Steel Samurai that was up there on the stage, was that really you?
Yep, sure was.
Larry! You...
Steel Samurai Sushi Slash!
I was moved by the performance of this man. This completely useless, worthless bum. I fear I may never recover from this.
Whoa, wait. But, oh my god. Well, okay, alright. Maybe... There's a bird, there's a whole ass tree. What the hell? Oh.
Two gorgeous flowers are in full bloom here. I'm sure flowers as lovely as these must have an equally as lovely name.
Miles Edgeworth, are you done staring? I should hardly think passion flowers are all that rare.
Passion flowers? That's a rather unusual name.
It was named by priests in the 15th century for the Passion of Christ.
As they say, you learn something new every day.
I don't want religion in my game. I'm just kidding.
Good sing, hello. Hell yeah, how are you? Okay, they're still growing. They look like little clocks.
It's a fireplace, and by the looks of it, I don't think it's been used recently.
Yes, I can't say that I see anything unusual about it.
Well, now, hold on. There was smoke coming out of it. This person shaking hands with the steel samurai in this picture is Ambassador Alba. It was taken just before the murder. The steel samurai must be very popular. They're even using the national treasure as backdrop. I just don't understand. What exactly is so great about Top Knot here? Clearly, there is a depth to the show that a young person like you can't fathom. See, it's like creeping out. Speaking of young people, aren't young children the target audience of this show of costumed actors? Okay, I think... Well, okay, so that doesn't make a lick of sense. Also, this is so silly. This is so silly. What, they got... Was it Polaroid? Why is it framed right now? Like, who took this picture? What are you talking about? But also, of course, this part... Oh, shit. There is an issue with the statue. There was the exact same statue sitting in that Bobblese office we examined. It's the Prima Duck statue. It was a national treasure of the Principality of Cadopia. There was only one of these statues, meaning that one of the two is a replica. But both Alabast and Babal claim to have the real thing. What an incredibly childish fight to have. Okay, yeah. So, like, I guess I gotta deduce that it's facing the wrong way. It's a Prima Duck statue. There was one of these on the Bobblese side as well. I hear it's very valuable and made of pure gold. It was a national treasure of Cadopia. There was only one of these statues, meaning that one of the two is a replica. Okay. What else is there to freaking examine? It's almost the exact same wall mount. Okay. The flower. Oh, okay. Alright, whatever. Oh, God. That was long. Okay, so I feel like we can just sort of deduce against the photo. Because why was it turned? Eureka! Look at this photo and tell me what you find odd about this scene, Ms. Von Karma. The apparent joy on the ambassador's face as he shakes that Top Knot's hand. That's not it. I was trying to point out that the statue in the photo is facing a different way. You're right! The statue is a national treasure. As such, only an ambassador or a secretariat-level person is allowed to handle it. The fact that the statue is facing one way in this photo, and now it's facing a different direction in this preserved crime scene, is proof that someone touched the statue around the time of the crime. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Great. Can I deduce anything? Nope. Okay, I looked there. I didn't look here. This must be Ambassador Alba's desk. His notebook is open on his desk. He must have been in the middle of some important work. Sapling growth log. It finally sprouted today. Funny, it doesn't look like important work to me. Oh, okay. All right, Francisca. Judgy. Put on your judgy jeans today. Yeah, I don't... It asked of me to, like... What is that plaid supposed to be? Oh, it kind of looks like the other guy. Francisca, can't you see that it's supposed to be a likeness of Ambassador Alba? You can't really tell, but that's kind of what his hair looks like. Miles Edgeworth, as a subordinate, you have a lot of nerve telling me what to think. Whoa! Calvin Tyler, 26, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Mew crew. How are you? Hello. Good morning. Good time zone. I look forward to your salary assessment next month. You are deluding yourself if you think you can have any control over that. Alright, well. I guess I'll talk to this butthole. You did some investigating over in the Bobblese embassy too, right? I did. Is there a problem? Lang Z says, a wolf who aims to hunt for 2 rabbits at once. I believe the idiom you require is, he who runs after 2 hares will catch neither. Heh, a real wolf can catch both. I see. So what are you trying to say? Seeing as how I am currently handling 2 cases. Heh, suit yourself, but don't say I didn't warn you. No matter how hard you try, you'll never be a necessity in our Shifu's investigation. That's a fact, but no matter how good he is bound to overlook something. If you insult our Shifu, then prepare to be punished. Oh, and how exactly would you punish us? Every investigator under Shifu's command will work to disrupt your investigation. Vindictive much. Alright, that's all very silly. Oh, what? Oh, here is the plant. Oh, shit. What is that plant supposed to be? Francisca, can't you see? Okay, I read all this. All right. Ooh. Oh, do I need to deduce the spear with the picture? Oh, maybe that's... Eureka! Larry, about this spear.
Oh, are you feeling it? Bam!
I thought there was something strange about this spear. Tell me, Larry, is it just me, or is the spear a bit bent?
Whoa, what? No way, it's exactly how it should be, yo.
I have here the autograph you wrote for me earlier. Now take a good look at this, which you drew with your own hands. You can see that the spear is clearly of a different shape.
Ah!
What do you have to say to that?
I'm sorry! When I hold the spear in my hands, all of a sudden I feel super powerful. And then during practice, I was spinning it around and around, and bam, it hit the wall! You unbelievable, this is an embassy! But I've always been like that, ever since I was a kid. One time, on an overnight field trip, I bought a fake sword and played with it late that night. I'm just this useless, hot-blooded man!
Larry, clarify that for me, will you?
Okay, so it was some field trip and I began to shadow fight with myself.
Not that. I meant what you said earlier about spinning the spear and hitting the wall.
Well, it's no biggie. It's not like I left a hole or anything.
That's not why I'm asking, Larry. The samurai spear is made of metal. I somehow doubt that a move so simple as spinning it around would cause it to bend.
Man, Edgy, you're so naive.
What? Where did that come from?
Well, you keep calling it the samurai spear, but it's not real. You can't really fight someone with it. Because it's hollow on the inside. You can hit it against practically anything and it would bend.
Is that so?
Don't tell me you thought it was real. Oh, but don't take it the wrong way. I just think that part of your personality is cute.
I see. Your friendship truly is something special, Miles Edgeworth. That's not friendship. It's utter humiliation. He's so wow, it's way more bent there.
It's not that bent. What do you mean?
I guess that is about wraps up my investigation. That's...
Whoa! Yo, Pink Princess, how you feeling? Still feeling ill?
She says nothing.
And yet another strange character comes out of the woodwork.
And so the Pink Princess also comes to pay the Alabastian Embassy a visit. I believe I may need to speak with her as well. Yeah, okay, hi, what a... Ms. Pig Princess, I have a few questions I'd like to ask you. She says nothing. Ms. Pig Princess, if you would please...
Oh! Not again! She was just at the other theme park like a day ago.
Oh my god.
This must be what they call fate.
How could this happen 2 days in a row?
What the? Aren't you Miss Oldbag?
Why are you so surprised?
Ah, so you're the one they got to play the Steel Samurai. It's too bad I didn't realize that until now.
You are acquaintances with Larry?
Why, yes, we worked in the same company for a little while, you know. That's why it's okay, my edgy poo. You don't need to be jealous.
No! She got the hots for Edgeworth.
I was in the next room, you know, trying to get in some beauty sleep. But it was so noisy in there that I couldn't fall asleep, so I came over to complain. So imagine my shock when I saw my precious edgy poo waiting here for me. I mean, who could have imagined that you would ever come to a show like this? I guess I misjudged you, edgy poo.
You misjudged him?
I thought he was trying to avoid me, you know.
It was no misjudgment on your part. That's precisely what I was trying to do.
But it looks like the winds have shifted and he's now willing to be chased after. I'm simply overwhelmed. Edgy poo, I'd chase you for forever to the ends of the earth.
Isn't that just peachy? This is one of those rare times when Francisca and I actually see eye to eye.
Oh, boy. I'm almost out of tea already.
Beans, dude. Now then, what are you doing here? I thought you were working at Gatewater Land as the Pink Badger.
What are you talking about? That was ages ago.
That was yesterday. That was yesterday. That was yesterday. It was yesterday.
Look, I worked at Global Studios before, a long time ago, right? Well, they called me up this morning, kind of out of the blue, actually. They called you? Apparently, the girl who plays the Pink Princess collapsed from a bad cold. It happened so suddenly, they called me in to be her last-minute replacement.
Do they not have enough people on staff at that studio?
I really couldn't say no, so here I am, playing the role of the heroine. Instead of that Mindy girl, I mean. But the poor girl, I feel bad for her. Because they let me stand in for her, she's going to have a terrible time when she returns. I mean, I'm not exactly... Oh, no, it's going so fast. I threw the ragdoll instead of the... They're a bunch of simpletons. You're a rather lively old lady.
She doesn't even really look like that old here. But, like, her whole character arc is that she's just the oldest thing alive. So basically, you received the stand-in request this morning, correct?
You got it. If you need to see it, I've got it right here. Look. It appears that she is telling the truth.
What does that, like, say? I can't read it. Sounds good.
I tell you, my fine acting moved the entire audience to tears.
Yes, tears of laughter, as I recall.
But being famous has its problems, too, you know. Here, take a look at this. Huh? It's a letter from a stalker!
Mindy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight. Your loving night. Oh, but that's definitely... God, his handwriting sucks, but that's definitely him. That's gotta be him.
I was just taking my break when I saw this stuck under my door to my room. Honestly, you really have to watch out for these kinds of things. Look at what it says. Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight. Your loving night. How absolutely revolting. I mean, you'd think he could get my name right. There's no accent in my name.
Wait, this horrible handwriting. Where have I seen this before?
Ah, but now that you're here, Edgy Poo, I feel 100% safe.
Where do I factor into this?
You'd bust that evil stalker man for my sake, wouldn't you, Edgy Poo?
Well, if you allow me the liberty to handle this in my own way, I'll gladly dispatch a detective to your house later.
Oh, come on, Edgy Poo, stop being so dismissive and playing hard to get.
Letter from a stalker.
Crimson.
Crimson, please. I can't remember the last thing you said in my chat for weeks. This is the exact opposite of warming me up to tell a D's nuts joke or a suck on D's nuts joke. I am on high alert. And that's maybe not the most subtle attempt, baby. You can't hate the player, hate the game, but like, sheesh. What are you doing at the time of the crime? Isn't she too old for him? Yes, very much so. Will it say her age, actually? No. She's always just old. It doesn't even say her name! Why wouldn't they put her name in there? That's so silly. Anyways.
What crime?
What?
After the show was over, I'd had nothing but free time on my hands. So I used the fireplace in the room next door to keep my bad hip warm.
Yeah.
Well, a murder occurred in the room right next to yours. Isn't that right? Oh, is that right? Oh, Edgy Poo, I'm so scared. Hold me, caress me.
Abby, hello. I've been doing great. How are you? If you could please not cling on to my personage.
In any case, I take it that you failed to show up at Ambassador Alba's speech. Oh, that. No, I didn't go. I mean, I may have the heart of a young, tender maiden, but my body just refuses to cooperate at times. As soon as the show ended, my hip started acting up and got stiff. I couldn't move at all.
Can you provide proof of your condition?
Oh, you could just go ahead and ask the doctors in the infirmary. They're the ones who carried me from the theater all the way to this embassy.
I have to admit, the thought of her not being able to leave that room is rather pleasant.
Prosecutor Von Karma brought the police dog as you requested, sir. It's Missile! Good work. You may leave now, officer. Hi, Missile.
This dog.
I requested the assistance of a dog in our search for the Yatagarasu. Missile, looks like you guys have some pretty bright dogs in this country, too.
Woof, woof.
Hey, you're a real cutie, aren't you? Yeah, that's a good boy. That's the police dog Gumshoe's been taken care of. I think his name is Missile! I'm Snazzy. I haven't seen anyone play this game before. Yeah, this game rules. I'm very happy about this game. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm gonna stretch though. Oh! I'm almost out of tea. I don't know if we're almost at a game break or not, so I'm waiting, but I think his name is Missile.
What a fitting name for a police dog that dashes out in front and attacks.
That action alone isn't exactly what's going to solve the case for us, you know.
Now, Missile, I want you to find some clues. Go!
Woof. Woof. Bark, 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 bark. What the hell?
Good dog, you really are quite bright, aren't you? Unlike a certain someone I know.
Now, what do we have here? Samurai dog. What is this? It looks like a small hot dog, but... wait, Francisca, isn't that an official samurai dog? Whoa! Alright.
Ah, no, bad Missile!
He ate it. I wonder if it's alright for him to eat that. It's just a meat substitute snack for featuring the Steel Samurai. I'm sure he'll be fine. That's quite a bit of information you gathered there in a single quick glance. I don't think I ever picked up on this before. Because they don't really wink and nod too much. But, like, he knows so much about the Steel Samurai. Should really be focusing on why there was a samurai dog there in the first place. It looks like that snack wasn't all Missile found. What the hell? Oh, what do we have here? It appears to be a lady's undershirt. I wonder if Ambassador Alba might have had an interest in cross-dressing. Oh, I somehow doubt that. It doesn't look like the shirt would even fit him. A samurai dog and a lady's undershirt. What are these two items doing in a room like this? Given the circumstances, the lady's undershirt could only belong to one person. Suppose I should get this over with and ask the owner of said undershirt about it. Uh-oh. Is it you? Were you in this room? Are the fireplaces connected? Is that what it is? If you could please take a look at this brown-colored undershirt.
Oh, Edgy Poo, what is the meaning of this? Ruinous Ghost, hello!
What? Hello?
Why did you steal that thing from my bags? All you had to do was ask, and I would have gladly given you as many as you'd like.
Thanks, but no thanks. This shirt was found here at this crime scene.
What?
Come now, why don't you just confess and explain what it's doing here?
I know nothing. Nothing, I tell you.
What?
Oh, I admit that I used the fireplace to dry that shirt. But I can't really help the fact that I had to, you know. Wearing that pink princess costume was like being in a sauna.
The heck are those circles? Yeah, you know what they are.
And on top of that, I get fingered as a suspect. You're too cruel, Edgy Poo.
Are you claiming that you never once set foot inside this room?
Of course I am. If I had been the one to find the body, do you think I'd be as calm, as relaxed as I am? I tell you, it's always like this.
Oh, she's going. She's going. She's going. Chat, she going. She talking. She doing it. Let's take a sip of tea. Ugh. You done? You tuckered? Plum tuckered? Well, I don't believe she's lying about her actions. So I can safely assume she really was drying her shirt by the fireplace on her break. And somehow the undershirt managed to move from the next room into this one. I assume the samurai dog was also yours?
Ah, that brilliant mind of yours. You really can see through everything about me.
And so the feeling of dread continues, but I suppose I should ask for more details. Samurai dog. That samurai dog was yours, wasn't it?
Oh, of course, I'm forever yours, my edgy poo.
If you could just stick to what I asked you.
Edgy, are you in Miss Oldbag?
No!
You really don't change, do you? When will you learn how to take a joke? Anyway, that come on. All right, lady. That samurai dog wasn't mine. Those things are a present from the studio to the embassy.
A present?
The studio bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boys. We were supposed to hand the dogs off to the embassy people and tell them hi. I had to pile them into the pushcart just to move them all. The studio guys should have delivered those things by themselves, right, Edgy?
So, did you deliver the samurai dogs to the embassy staff as per your instructions?
Hey, Edgy, don't just ignore me and my question. Aren't you gonna stick up for me? About that. See, after the show, I went to rest for a spell in the dressing room. Because of my bad hip, you know. And there they were. The samurai dogs were just sitting on the dressing room floor.
Whoa.
I suppose you had to make preparations for distributing them after the show.
What is Larry wearing? He's the Steel Samurai. And she's the Pink Lady Samurai. So they're wearing like, they're like stage play costumes for a children's show. That Miles Edgeworth knows a ton about.
Well, if by preparation you mean sampling them as well.
Excuse me?
Oh, I tried one and thought they were actually quite good. Sorry, but I just had to find out. I know it was silly of me to think this, but I figured that since they're for a kids show, their taste was probably for kids too. But they were so good that I couldn't stop. Before I went back to my room, I just had to help myself to half a dozen or so boxes. As I sat there by the roaring fire, warming them and eating them, I thought, this is... What is it now? Oh, I know. I bet you want a box too, don't you, my edgy poo? Well, who am I to say no to you? But I'll only give you one. The rest are all for me.
She still has some honor. Oh my goodness.
Looks like the lesson for today is that when the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess take off their masks, they transform into a pair of annoying troublemakers.
Okay. We're gonna connect those two things. Yay! There is no trace of this room's fireplace being used. And your point is? Ahem. Smoke was supposedly pouring out of the chimney connected to this fireplace. At least according to Larry, this is a contradiction of the facts, is it not? Are you sure he wasn't just disoriented or something up on that roof? There is testimony from an investigator that puts Larry at this particular chimney. So no, I don't think it was a mistaken impression on Larry's part. On the other hand, the fireplace in the next room was being used at the time. Where do you suppose the smoke from that fireplace went?
I see. So what you are proposing is this. The smoke from that came out of the chimney. The smoke that came out of the chimney was actually Ms. Oldbag's fire. So basically, the fireplaces of neighboring rooms share one chimney. Is that what you are implying?
Zip. Precisely. I don't know if that's gonna work, but... Yeah! The lady's undershirt that Missile found.
Why are you getting all excited over holding on to a lady's undergarment? Miles Edgeworth, you uncouth sea slug. If you know the owner of said undershirt, then hurry up and return it to her already.
You have it all wrong. This is evidence. And the owner... You were here also. You saw all that happen. What, were you busy? What are you doing? And the owner of this piece of evidence was in the room next door. And yet, despite that, Missile found it in the fireplace of this room. This lady's undershirt.
Are you seriously claiming that it somehow passed through a solid brick wall?
Not quite. The fireplace in this room is connected to a chimney. The other fireplace in the other room is also connected to the same chimney, leading us to the possibility that the two fireplaces are connected to each other.
Perhaps a closer look at the back of the fireplace is in order.
Whoa. There is an X on the back wall of the fireplace. Let's see if I can't get a better look at it.
Whoa! What in the...
The wall separating this room's fireplace from the next room's fireplace apparently turns. As I suspected, this fireplace does indeed connect this room to the neighboring room.
The neighboring room?
There appears to be nothing particular about the next room. But the fact that there is nothing special about the next room isn't what's important. It's the fact that there is a secret passageway. Secret tunnel.
We now know that the fireplace connects to the two rooms. But how exactly is that significant? You aren't going to suddenly name the old lady as Damask 2's killer now, are you?
No, she couldn't move at all because of a stiff hip. So she could not have been the one. Unfortunately, I believe that this fireplace has nothing whatsoever to do with Damask 2's murder.
We investigated.
Hydrate, you got it. This is the last sip. It would appear that the answer has made itself known.
Love check. Alex, I love you.
But I don't love that you always want to steal everybody's body parts. I don't love that. I'm going to be honest with you. It would appear that the answer has made itself known. You're making quite a confident face there, Mr. Prosecutor. Bring it on. I'm ready to counter any argument you may have. Very well, then. If you are prepared, I'll show you exactly where my deductions have led me.
Good, I'm counting on you, Edgy.
Leave it to me, Larry. My first attack will be to expose your lie for what it really is.
But my lie?
I know that there is still something you are keeping from the rest of us.
Well, what's wrong with you? What is it you won't believe me? Wait, why is it you won't believe me no matter what I say, Edgy? Curse you, I should just hurry up and die already if that's how it's gonna be. I'll confess to every murder in the whole world and then kill myself and throw everything into mass confusion!
You made some wonderful friends as a child, I see. Larry, I only have one thing to say to you.
Even if you make that face at me, it's no use. A man who is ready to die is strong-willed, you know.
Larry, it doesn't matter what sort of harebrained trouble you've caused. I only ask that you do not lie to me. If you cause some innocent person to be judged unfairly, because of some insipid lie, I will never forgive you.
Edgy.
Although, allow me to say that I consider you to be among the innocent in this case, and that I will draw the real killer out. You can trust me on this.
All right, this time I'll tell you the whole truth, okay? What happened, what didn't happen, the works.
Just what happened will do. Now then, if you would please testify as to what you did on the roof tonight.
Luca, hello.
Alright, I'm gonna, listen, I think now is a pretty good time to, I'm gonna refill my tea, do a bathroom, so I'm gonna run a quick little ad. I will be right back, but our question of the day, how do you like your hot dogs? How do you like your hot dogs? Do you like them samurai dogs? What do you like? I'll be back so quickly. I love you all. Commercial. I won't start the game until the ad's over if I return early, so you don't have anything to worry about. 180. All right, I'll be right back. I love you. Hell yeah, it is. There's still some ad time, and I still have some chips to crunch. What we got, though? In a bun with ketchup underneath. That's an advanced technique. A hot dog's hot. Because, you know, when you're hot, you're hot. I'll have mustard on mine with a bit of chili. Well, the chili dog, I don't think historically comes with mustard. I think the mustard is a additional thing. Wow. Yummy, yummy. These chips are lime flavored and I love them. I love lime. My community is back, it says. Huzzah. Hell yeah. Alright, babies. Let's see what the fuck Larry's got to say. Also, before I forget, check out Cozy and my Let's Play channel. Okay. Nom. My tea has been teed. My mouth has been chipped. Let's go. After the show, I left the push cart in the rose garden. Hold on. Let me start. After the show, I left the push cart in the rose garden and came to the embassy. Then they took a picture of me shaking hands with the ambassador. After that, and until my next appearance, I had some free time, so I wandered around. That's when I spotted the chimney. A chimney like that is a rare thing, you know. So then I wanted to play Santa and decided to give it a try. Kirby Crystal Shards is very funny. Man, I'm loving it. I'm having a grand old time with it. Let me just, if you're new here, everybody, let me pull up my channel. We're getting real close to 200 YouTube subscribers. Oh, shit. Wait. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. I dropped the pupa. There we go. We got, the Kirby and the Crystal Shards right here. With little, Kirby versions of us drawn by Star Spice. We have a ton of little... Star just unprompted was like, here's 9 Kirbys each for future Kirby games, because like we hadn't even decided to play Kirby 64 yet. But it's really funny. I think it's very, very, very funny, and I would love it if you check it out. And we upload 6 days a week. All right, here we go. Larry, I thought I just finished telling you not to lie anymore. But it's kind of ultra embarrassing. What? And what exactly is so ultra embarrassing that you can't tell me? Edgy, man, I just said it was embarrassing, so of course I can't just blurt it out. So you're just gonna have to reason it out of me. As your superior, I command you to hurry up and expose this man's lie. I have every intention to, for I'm not about to let, what is happening? I have every intention to, for I'm not about to let us waste time on such a trifling matter. Aw, shit. Frick! Thank you, Lucy. Up on the rooftop. After the show, I left the pushcart in the rose garden.
Hold it!
You left the pushcart? Could you please clarify that statement for me? Yeah, so the wheels on the pushcart got covered in dirt from the rose garden. Nice! Oh! Alright, baby. Alright, baby. On 3, everybody, we are all going to spam the chat with the word nice. 1, 2, 3. Nice! Nice, 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 nice. Whoa, 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 whoa. Boop, 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 boop. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Gamers, 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 gamers. All right, hell yeah. Thank you. It would have made a mess of the floor inside, so Ambassador Albert just said to leave it. Cozy nice. Well, it would be rather impolite to dirty another country's embassy. Come to think of it, I recall seeing the Pink Princess on my way to the embassy. And what was she doing? Nothing in particular, because she was being carried by some docs on a stretcher. She must have been incapacitated by the pain of her bad hip that she suffered during the show. So I came to the embassy, right? And then they took a picture of me shaking hands with the ambassador.
Hold it!
So you shook hands with the ambassador of the Kingdom of Alabas, did you? Yeah, can you believe it? I did something really cool for a change. But honestly speaking, there's nothing interesting about that shaking some guy's hand. Hey there, are you disrespecting another country and their very own embassy? As someone with roots in this country, I'm feeling nothing but incredible shame at this second. Agreed. I apologize for his inconsiderate words. Now, Larry, please continue.
Well, what is with all of you? You keep saying that kind of thing, and I'll tell you only lies.
You're already telling us nothing but lies, so let it go and move on.
All right, already. You don't need to glare at me like that, Edgy.
He's so ridiculous.
After that, and until my next appearance, I had some free time, so I wandered around.
Hold it!
Larry, I want you to listen very carefully and take this to heart. The whole point of your life is to cause misery and pain to everyone you encounter.
I know, I get it. I'm totally the bad guy again.
I thought you were his friend. Don't you think that was a bit harsh? Lang Ji says true friends are bosom friends. And if you are in trouble, call your bosom friend, whose shoulder you can truly cry on.
Hey, bosom buddy, I hope you're listening carefully to my testimony.
Has it crossed your pea-sized brain yet that Agent Lang is only out to rescue Larry? Well then, you were wandering around inside the embassy, and then what happened?
That's when I spotted the chimney. A chimney like that is a rare thing, like what?
Hold it!
I should hardly think that chimneys are that rare.
Agreed, especially since they are a traditional feature of American houses, which we're in, America.
Plus, many grand buildings have even larger and fancier chimneys.
Yeah, but the kind of chimney I'm talking about is a really romantic type.
A romantic chimney?
It might sound kind of silly, but women seem to really enjoy them. And I just had a good feeling about that chimney. So then I wanted to play Santa and decided to give it a try.
Hold it!
You suddenly wanted to play Santa. Oh, that's right. We have the note from him.
Oh, well, I actually dressed up as Santa once before already. That was down at Gourd Lake.
He did do that. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't dredge up such unnecessary memories for me. Ugh, sounds like you guys share a lot of history. Who wouldn't want to play Santa? A perk to being childhood friends, huh? Besides, it's not a felony to dress up and play Santa, you know. Santa doesn't go around killing people after he comes down a family's chimney, after all, usually. Sometimes, you know, never say never, but actually, is it worth diving into whether or not playing Santa is a big deal? Yeah. Actually, I believe in the case of this man, playing Santa is actually quite a big deal. Are you saying that your buddy isn't exactly made of Santa quality stuff? Precisely. You hit the nail on the head, Agent Lang.
Hey, Edgy, that's so incredibly mean!
Tell me something, Larry. Did you know that Santa's job is to deliver presents to people all over the world?
Of course I know that. I did graduate from junior high, you know, where they teach you such things.
In that case, it's your turn to tell me something. I want you to tell me to whom you are delivering a present to.
I was, delivering a present to a child not basking in the warm glow of love.
Objection!
That must be the most elegant description of you I've ever heard, but a lie is still a lie.
You should know how to kick a guy when he's down, you know that?
I don't think houses in the U.S. have chimneys. Most houses have chimneys, though. Like, maybe they're not doing it so much if they're like, newer houses. But most, like, homes, like houses, not like apartments, but houses, have it. You wished to deliver it. Well, we don't have his... well, okay, I guess I'm just gonna pick old bag, but...
Take that!
Interesting taste you have there, Mr. Suspect.
Don't spread lies about me. I totally didn't want to seem as old bag so much as I tried to go down a chimney. Ow!
His voice has gotten... I've kind of screwed his voice up a little bit.
I advise you to stop right there in your bashing of a lady.
Well, I must admit that I myself hardly ever have the want to run into that lady. However, what if you were misinformed and under the wrong impression, then what? Define wrong impression. I simply mean that the man before you thought to enter the old lady's room without knowing one very important fact. And that fact is best summed up with this. The stand-in request.
Take that!
This is something the old lady received from her employer for the night. The girl who normally plays the Pink Princess, Mindy, was it again? It seems that this man was quite taken with that actress.
But that's...
I gotta get him back down to Sonic levels.
But that's not true, Edgy.
Sonic the Hedgehog-ish.
She's the one with the hots for me. I just know it.
You just know it.
I can feel her sexy beam piercing my heart when she's watching me. Sexy beam, I tell you! You filthy, despicable, inconsiderate, fickle, idiotic, cowardly apparition of a man. You haven't matured at all since we last met.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Yes? This guy, he's got bigger problems than just getting involved in murders, I take it. I suppose you could put it that way.
Hey, what the heck, man? I don't get you guys at all. Why do you all have to make me out to be some sort of bad guy?
To return to the original topic, I propose that at least this much has been made clear. Without any knowledge that Miss Mindy had fallen ill, Larry tried to make his way into the Pink Princess's room. That much we know for sure. Okay.
Larry? Hold it. Hey, Edgy, looks like I've got the hang of this court thing now.
But we're not in a court at the moment.
Shut up! I know, I see what's going on here, and it looks just like what you do in court.
I guess old boy here still has something he'd like to say. Lang Ji says until the root of the tongue dries, one never knows the whole truth. You shouldn't form conclusions until everything is out in the open, which is why I'll listen.
Alright, then get ready to listen to me defeat Edgy in the Battle of Wits.
Larry, have you forgotten that should I lose, your victory prize will be your arrest?
Come on.
He's so dummy. He's so dummy thick.
So you think that all I wanted was to go visit Mindy? Well, I dressed up as Santa and climbed up to the chimney, but the smoke was really thick. It was a case of mistaken identity, and that mistake made me late for the speech. Then, to top it all off, I became a suspect in a murder. That's what you really meant. But why would I ever put myself through such humiliation on purpose? Hey, someone say something.
Larry, are you seriously trying to submit this? Not as a confession, but as testimony?
So what if I am? Is there something wrong with that? My claim is a claim, claiming my claim. Do you have a problem with that? So it was you! You're my stalker. But I should warn you, it doesn't matter what kind of flattery you throw at me. I'm the devoted type. Oh, as long as Edgy Poo is alive, I can't just drop him and be oh, she's going. Oh, she's going. Talking about how much she loves a lawyer. Wow, I'm so inspired. You're such an inconsiderate, cowardly, idiotic, and all-around completely worthless man.
I thought I'd heard something ominous just now, but perhaps it was just my imagination. I believe there's nothing further for me to prove at this point.
What do you mean? Of course you've still got something to prove. You still have to show some proof that I was trying to meet up with Mindy.
Proof, you say?
Remember, Edgy, everything is evidence in court, right?
You mean evidence is everything in court, Larry, but I understand your point.
Yeah, see, I'm totally a pro at this now.
Very well, if you wish to see the evidence, then let me show you the last piece of evidence you'll ever wish to see.
Yeah. I can do that.
So you think that all I wanted to do was visit Mindy, dressed up as Santa. This is real rough. I actually need to press him. He said nothing of value. Well, I have been saying that for a while now. After all, if not for that, then what other reason did you wish to go down that chimney?
You can't say that without any evidence. That's against the rules, Edgy.
Ah, thanks for keeping the prosecutor in line for me, Mr. Suspect. I have the evidence. If you wish to see it that badly, I can introduce you to it.
Ah, but it's not good to keep them waiting, my subordinate. Hurry up and show them already. Lies, all lies, Edgy.
Well, if you wish to lie, then by all means continue, because I'm ready to expose your lie at a moment's notice.
Ah, you won't get the better of me. Well, I dressed up as Santa. I feel like I missed that part. That he actually dressed up like Santa Claus.
Was the smoke coming from the chimney really that thick?
You bet. It was so thick I had tears pouring out of my eyes. It was a mess.
I see. Wait. No. You do realize that you've just confirmed for us your chimney escapade. Was he trying to say that he... What?
That's totally unfair. You tricked me.
I didn't think that was under contention. Hardly. You simply have yet to master how to counter this cross-examination technique.
Well, what I said was a slip of the... No, I mean, I said the wrong thing. Besides, isn't this what you really meant to say about what I did tonight? It was a case of mistaken identity, and that mistake made me late for the speech.
Hold it!
I'm not quite sure how you could mistake that actress for this lady.
Oh, Edgy Poo, are you staring at me? Are you finally succumbing to my feminine charms?
I should think that the Steel Samurai is the one who should know all about your charms.
What? Me, Edgy? Are you trying to do that to me?
Nothing. Simply that the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess are husband and wife.
Ah, is my poor little Edgy Poo jealous?
If you could please drop that line of discussion right this instant.
But Edgy, I told you, I already have Mindy.
Speaking of Mindy, exactly what kind of woman would you say she is?
Edgy, are you seriously telling me you don't know who the Mindy is? She's just like what her name means. She's super sweet with a great smile. I don't mean to brag, but she's one of the troupe's fastest rising stars.
Interesting. Ha! So you're saying a woman like that is what made you late to the speech?
Huh? Curse you two! Why is everyone out to make a suspect out of me? Look, all I can say is this. I was late to the speech.
Then to top it all off, I became a suspect in a murder.
Hydrate, you got it.
I suppose you might be correct in a small way.
What do you mean by that?
Besides being a suspect in a murder, there are a few other things you are a suspect of.
Ooh, not you too, Francie. You tried to stalk me, but I won't let you intimidate me like that. Look, I already told you, Miss Oldbag. I wasn't after you, I was trying to see Mindy.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, can I just arrest this guy already? I completely understand how you feel, Agent Lang.
Wait, please listen to what I have to say.
If you have a serious assertion to make, then I'd consider listening. However,
no problem. I'm gonna put all I've got into this, so just listen good, okay? But why would I ever put myself through so much humiliation on purpose?
Hold it!
Larry, this is the final point you wish to make.
You got it. I've called on all the energy I have and told it to you with all my soul.
In that case, allow me to take that soul and break it.
Huh? Yes, we'll stamp it under our feet until it's been ground to a fine powder. A fine powder? Hey!
If you really put your soul into that, then you're ready for what's coming, right?
In place of the Honorable Larry, I offer my soul to you.
Larry, come out from behind there and face us like a man.
You're scaring me, my liege.
His whole testimony is one giant confession of all he's done tonight. He's practically begging me to show why he bothered to put himself through all this. Well, hold on. What do I... Okay. So why would I do that, I think, is this. So, I mean, I guess because he said that he would.
Objection!
No. Fuck. Shit. Okay, what do I got? What do I got? Oh, wait a minute. No, this is it. Because he said he would. There we go. Wrong note. Larry, don't even think about denying that you have knowledge of this letter.
Hey! Why are you showing that thing to me?
Wendy, I'll be descending from you above tonight. Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight, your loving knight. Well, isn't that just romantic? But you weren't able to descend on her from above, were you, Mr. Loving Knight?
Oh! I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't remember a thing.
Objection!
You can pretend to be ignorant all you'd like, but it's written right here. This letter proves that you are not able to meet the old lady. But rather that you are attempting to pay Miss Mindy a visit. This part of this letter shows... It's Mindy?
Take that!
Larry, I suggest you take up penmanship lessons. That is... if you never wish to experience this level of embarrassment again.
What the heck? What are you talking about? Speak English.
You wrote Mindy so sloppily that it became Wendy to the average eye.
Hey, stop picking on me. It's so embarrassing.
There. Isn't that what childhood friends are for? They're the best, aren't they? For punching. But that'll have to wait until we're off this crime scene.
Hey, can't you save me from this scary man?
Sure, if you're willing to make amends, starting with your incredibly embarrassing mistake.
That wasn't me.
Come again.
It's a fake. Someone's out to get me, so they made that fake letter. To set me up.
Accept your defeat graciously.
But you guys are being so mean.
Hold it!
Penmanship analysis.
What's that?
No matter who, all people have a certain unique features to their handwriting. Ergo, all we have to do is compare the handwriting in this letter to a sample of yours. And we'll know soon enough who it was that sent this letter.
I'll never write another thing in my life.
He sucks so much. Tisk, tisk, tisk. It's no use, Mr. Loving Knight. But you've already shown me it.
Take that!
This autograph in our mysterious letter, if we compare the handwriting, we'll know the answer to our question soon enough.
Hydrate. Yeah, hell yeah.
Confess now, Larry, to your miserable failure.
I'm sorry. I did it. It was me causing trouble again. I admit it. You hit the nail right on the head, Edgy.
So he finally confesses.
I saw the pink princess being carried around in a stretcher and I got worried, all right? I wanted to go into Minnie's room, but the doctors wouldn't let me in. So what choice did I have? It was a chimney or bust, Edgy.
Your mind jumped from the door to the chimney. What a criminally overactive imagination.
Well, at least I was honest and wrote Mindy a letter and stuck it under the door. That way she wouldn't be so shocked when I came down through the chimney.
Except for the fact that the letter was an utter failure at conveying said sentiment.
I'm really, really sorry.
Larry, you may be a shameful, good-for-nothing blight on the face of humanity. However, I always knew you weren't the killer. I told you to trust me, because at the very least I can attest to that about you.
Edgy, you're...
Ack! We've lost a lot of valuable time because of you.
Ow!
In any case, I believe we can say, we can say... What is it? I can't read anything today. I believe we can say that we now know exactly what happened. Mr. Larry Butts sought to climb down the chimney, not for access to the crime scene, but to enter the room of the elderly lady next door. Great job, Mr. Prosecutor. Although I still find it a bit unbelievable that the two of you are friends. But the suspicion on that guy over there isn't completely resolved yet, so don't get any funny ideas about running off, okay?
Ow! Hey! What the... What does that wolfman mean when he says I'm not off the hook yet?
He means the murder weapon. Larry, did you forget? There are 2 layers of suspicion hanging over your head. That's exactly what I mean. We can't oh shit. We may have figured out where he was and what he was doing all night, but the blood-stained samurai sword was what was left at the crime scene. So as long as there is no satisfactory explanation for that, this wolf will refuse to ease up on his bite.
Eek! Edgy, that guy, he looks like he's seriously about to take a bite out of me.
I'm well aware, and you should be as well, that this upcoming battle will be crucial. Thanks to the cooperation of our lovely bumbler, I've been dealt a very nice hand and a sweet trump card. Looks like we're about to enter the final bout. Now, Mr. Prosecutor, let's see what you've got. I can easily point out the contradiction in the supposed murder weapon. But the real problem for me is figuring out what the real murder weapon is. This will be a high-stakes gamble. This is one game I can't afford to lose.
Oh, shiddle de-diddles.
My guy. I was the one who found the body of the victim, Damas II. Beside him was the samurai sword, glittering red and offering up the scent of blood. It was supposed to be in the Steel Samurai's dressing room, but I found it here instead. Plus, I found the murder weapon's owner, the suspect Larry Butts, in here too. Oh my god. Isn't it a bit far-fetched to accuse someone simply on the basis of ownership? But this owner wanted to sneak into the crime scene. I think that's plenty to go on, don't you? If you're alluding to his reason for being by the chimney, we've already established that.
Not so fast, Jafar.
Hold on there, Mr. Prosecutor. You two are longtime friends, right? Who's to say you didn't fabricate the evidence to give him an alibi? You're accusing me of fabricating evidence. You think I can believe anything you produce? Forging evidence is all you prosecutors do. This man has some serious issues with prosecutors.
But come on, I can't think up something as complicated as that, right, Edgy?
Larry, I can agree because I know you and your personality well. However, Agent Lang knows nothing about you, or me for that matter. I sense his hatred for my entire profession emanating from his entire being. Meaning that the only way I can prove Larry's innocence is to present irrefutable evidence. Okay.
Rebuttal. You can't spell rebuttal without Larry Buttle.
I was the one who found the body of the victim.
Hold it!
So you were the first to discover the body this time. This time? What's that supposed to mean? You'd better watch what you say. I said only this time because earlier Kay was the first to discover the body in Babal. And your secretary, Agent Sheena, was ready to accuse her of murder for that.
Not so fast!
So you're gonna use that excuse to call me suspicious now? Of course not. I was simply pointing out that the usual pattern with discoveries of bodies. But in the Babalese case, there was proof that she was holding the weapon, right? Well, in this one, it's a bit different, since we know exactly where the weapon is. Beside him was a samurai sword, glittering red and offering up the scent.
Hold it!
Excuse me, but glittering red and offering up the scent of blood. Do I have to spell it out for you? I mean the sight and smell of blood, of course. According to the test, the blood on the sword belongs to the victim. The sword was made to be used only on the stage, so it's not sharp. But it is pretty weighty. It's certainly heavy enough to beat someone to death with. Which leads me to suspect that the victim was beaten to death with the sword. Beaten to death, huh? This last statement is too important to let it slip by. Should I suspect the victim was beaten to death with that.
Hold it!
Oh, shit. I want to present the samurai spear. So about the samurai sword, have you received a report from forensics yet? They confirmed that the blood on the sword belongs to the victim. Alright, but have they confirmed that the outline of this wound is consistent with the weapon? Tell me something. Do you see the dead body right there in front of you? So, if they were conducting the autopsy right now, shouldn't the body not be here? Well, I suppose so. I guess they must still be investigating this room, meaning that it's possible he doesn't know about that piece of evidence's true nature. Anything else you'd like to chit-chat about? No? Good. Now let's continue. Alright, I'm gonna go back and present that, though. With a spear. Wait, can I investigate? Oh, I can't, like... What's the point of letting me look right at it? Okay. It's hollow.
Objection!
Yeah! Hell yeah. Okay. First try, baby. Do you know what this is, Agent Lang? Hey, it's a long spear, right? We used to use those a lot in my country a long time ago. Piercing, mowing people down. Spears are the weapon of heroes throughout history. It's the next most effective weapon after the whip. I think the whip is in a slightly different category. So what's your point? Are you going to tell me that the spear is the real weapon? No, I simply want you to take a look at this section here. The way it's bent. Precisely. Apparently, a certain troublemaker hit it against a wall in this embassy earlier. As you can clearly see, the insides of the steel samurai's weapons are hollow. In other words, they're replicas that aren't strong enough to deliver a damaging blow, let alone the multiple strikes necessary to bludgeon someone to death. And yet, there is not even a dent in the samurai sword. How do you explain that? Yeah! Oh yeah, the sword and the spear are made of the same stuff, so they bend easily. But I wish they'd make them out of better stuff, because the spear got bent. I wasn't able to do my special early summer rain jab move. Man, I got such an earful from the director of the play for not doing it in the show. Steel Samurai's special move was changed tonight because of him. That's a clue. Youch! That's more than enough of your whiny whimpering. Whiny whimpering. Now, back to the topic of the spear. Yes, so to turn to the real topic of discussion. This is where the real gamble begins. I don't have a real strategy, per se. So all I can do for now is let the chips fall where they may. Using guesswork and taking risks in place of real logic is hardly the Von Karma way. It's neither smart nor very clever. Ms. Von Karma, as you know, unlike your father, I am not a genius prosecutor. Plus, I doubt his record of a 40-year win streak will ever be broken. But perhaps it is for the best that it remains unbroken. For no one should have conceived of the notion to convict all defendants in the first place.
Objection!
What a foolishly foolish statement from a foolish fool who hates to lose. It's the job of the prosecutor to make sure that all defendants are found guilty in court. There is nothing more important in this world than a perfect victory.
Hold it!
That may be your opinion. However, I don't believe that's all we are. As a prosecutor, what I pursue is not the perfect victory, but the perfect truth. And if that means that the bridge I must cross will crumble beneath my feet, then I let it crumble as I walk on towards the
Not so
truth.
fast!
You're good at keeping me entertained, Mr. Prosecutor, But you know, humans are delicate creatures. The slightest bump and we expire. I'd like you to consider, if you will, the possibility that the sword was used in such a way that the attack killed Damas 2 without bending it. So what do you think of my hypothetical scenario? I think you know what to do here, right? And what you need? Of course, what I need is evidence he can't refute. This is it. This is the time to bring this to a close. Why Larry? Part 2. It's possible to use a samurai sword to kill someone. And under these circumstances, it's the only logical conclusion. We search the embassy top to bottom, but the victim's blood is only on that weapon. So isn't it only natural that suspicion would fall onto the owner of said weapon? How long do you intend to cling on to that preposterous theory? As long as I want, because we examined every corner within the walls of this embassy, and there's no stone we've left unturned. And we have managed to come up with only one logical conclusion: that the only place inside this embassy with the victim's blood on it is this sword. You left no stone unturned, is that a fact?
Not so fast!
If you've got something to say, then say it in the only way I respect, Mr. Prosecutor. Yes, of course. In that case, allow me to make it all crystal clear for you. Now, kiss. Maybe they're gonna kiss. It's possible to use the sand. So what do I have? What do you mean it's possible? Okay. Alright, they're shaking hands there. I'm not, like, crazy crystal clear, like, what the... Because, like, I can look at this, but this ain't it, Chief. Let's just press. I'm not sure. Let's just press.
Hold it!
Possibly use a samurai sword to kill someone. Excuse me. May I inquire as to how you are able to make such a claim, Agent Lang? Lang Ji says, capable of miracles beyond comprehension, a mysterious creature is man. Rather than man, it's Agent Lang's quotes that are getting increasingly incomprehensible. The human body is a mysterious thing. Even with a toy-like sword, it's easy to kill man if you hit just the right spot. Which is why I think it's possible to kill with this thing without leaving a dent.
Hold it!
But we can only be sure one way or the other by seeing if the wound matches the sword. I know that, but as long as it's a possibility, I can proclaim it as much as I'd like. And under these circumstances, it's the only logical.
Hold it!
But you must know that your conclusion is wrong. Given the circumstance I'm in, the only people I can trust are my subordinates. Because they're a much more trustworthy bunch than you prosecutors will ever.
Hold it!
And you call yourself a professional.
Not so fast!
Not so fast. You still don't see, do you, Mr. Prosecutor? You have to earn my trust. The only way to do that is show me proof of another possible murder weapon. Another possible weapon? In this room, there was only one thing left. This is going to be a gamble, but I can't withdraw from this game now. You're not gonna get me to trust you by the power of your glare alone, you know. Plus, I have other reasons as to why I think the samurai sword is the murder weapon. Yeah, hold on. So what else could it be? The kniff? I mean...
Objection!
Nope. Fuck! Alright, we'll just keep pressing.
Hold it!
The only place where you could find blood was on the samurai sword. That's right, even with Luminol. You searched the whole... It's been like a minute. It's been like 5 minutes. Which means there are no other possibilities outside of what I've already outlined. Do I have a problem with Agent Lang's assertion that the samurai sword is the weapon? Sure. If you believe that there is no other door of possibility left to open, then allow me to force one open for you. Huh. And how do you plan to do that? By showing you what may possibly be the real murder weapon.
Not so fast!
Ha! The real murder weapon. I hate to repeat myself, but my men have already searched every last inch of this embassy, and they've concluded that nothing else could have been used as a weapon. Knowing these facts, do you still want to press forward with your little hypothesis? Yes. Yes. Definitely. Of course, because it's not possible that your men inspected everything in their investigation. What are you talking about? I don't appreciate mind games, and I don't appreciate it when people like you slander my men. I'm not slandering them, I assure you. I'm merely pointing out that their investigative dragnet has a few holes in it. Namely, that there is something your men couldn't even lay a finger on. That item is the real murder weapon. Oh, is it the statue? Alright then, I'll play along for now. This real weapon that killed the mass too. What exactly was it? It was the statue.
Take that.
I got a clue. He gave me a big clue. Is it not?
Not so fast.
Is it not the statue? Wait a minute. Well, hold on. Wait a minute. What? Oh my god. It's the wrong fucking statue. Jesus Christ.
Take that.
Okay. I was technically right. I just didn't realize it was they were separated. The National Treasure of Alabast. You mean the Prima Duck statue? Yes, and as you know, only the ambassador and his secretariat may touch it. Which I believe means that neither you nor your men were able to examine it, correct?
Not so fast.
You know very well that if we did that, there'd be an international incident between the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Babal. The two countries' precarious relationship teeters in the balance over a stupid fight related to a sovereignty statue. But I'll be damned if I let something go unexamined. Agent Lang, if you could take a look at this. The direction of the statue is facing just before and after the crime are different. And there is only one conclusion I can draw from that. Go look for Ambassador Alba and get him to give us the okay to examine the statue.
Shifu, you can't listen to this infidel's words. All right. He's most definitely trying to trick you.
Missile was here the whole time. Shifu, please, let's be rational about this. Oh, that was him. Lagji says, just go already.
Yes, sir. Shifu,
Yeah?
I'm really sorry, but I was unable to convince the ambassador. I was unable to obtain permission for us to examine the Prima Duck statue.
Huh, I see.
Wait, but then the investigation is at a standstill.
Agent Lang, I will go and speak to the ambassador personally. Save your breath. He may act all weak and frail, but that old man's one tough cookie. But I guess you gotta be tough when you're representing the whole country, you know. Agent Lang, what do you want? Let's just hurry up and examine the statue already.
But Shifu, what about causing an international incident?
Quiet! I'll take the fall on it if I have to later.
Hold it.
Agent Lang, the hypothesis is mine, so if someone is to take the responsibility, let it be me. Responsibility? If we're gonna talk in such heavy terms, maybe I should let you. It'd be a real problem for my men if something were to happen to me. Alright then, let's talk and more investigating. If we want to know the truth, we can't stop here. Action must be taken. Agent Lang, I'd like to run a luminol chemiluminescence test on the statue. Say that 5 times fast. A luminol test. Ah, good thinking. If the statue is the murder weapon, then some of the victim's blood should be on it. Okay, let's get the forensics team in here.
Oh!
Yeah, looks like you hit the jackpot, Mr. Prosecutor. I guess this means this is the real weapon that killed the mass too. Indeed. I wouldn't celebrate yet if I were you. This doesn't let your friend... Oh, wait. I wouldn't say... This doesn't let your friend off the hook. It doesn't prove that he didn't kill the mass too, so the charge remains. We are hardly done examining the statue, Agent Lang. Knowing that this is the real weapon, I believe further examination is needed. Yeah, you think so? Okay then, knock yourself out. Well, a whole handprint, huh? What do we have here? This dirty smudge? It looks like a handprint. Ah, what's a definitive bit of evidence doing under here? Looks like we got some fingerprints to analyze. Worst case scenario, these prints belong to Larry. But it looks like it's too late for me to do anything about that now. Hey, forensic guy, I want results on these fingerprints ASAP, you hear me? One ASAP later.
Agent Lang, we have the analysis results, sir.
Good, and?
Sir, about the prints we lifted from the bottom of the statue. Well, you know the victim of the murder in the Babalese embassy? The prints belong to him, Mr. Manny Cochin, sir.
Well, that's... What's going on around here? No, that's impossible. Each Prima Duck statue can only be handled by someone of that country. But by the very fact that Mr. Cochin's fingerprints are on this one, leads me to only one conclusion. This statue is actually Babal's Prima Duck statue. Impossible! It can't be!
Ah!
Larry never once set foot on Babalese soil, so he was free to go. However, this new piece of information only served to confuse us even further. The ringleader of a smuggling operation was killed with an Alabastian knife in Babal. And Damas II's killer was on Alabastian soil with Babal's national treasure. And the mystery of the great thief Yatagarasu, who visited both countries. The pieces were there, but I had yet to see the big picture they were to form. Oh! And it's just about 11, so I think we're gonna call it there, y'all. Oh my goodness! What a bunch of lovelies you are. We're gonna save. We're gonna fucking save. Okay. But the whips are not very good weapons in combat. Yeah, I mean, like, there's that scene from Indiana Jones, right? Where he's supposed to have a whip battle with a man, but he just shoots him because the actor had a headache. And Harrison Ford was like, I got a headache, and I just shoot him. It was fun to listen to you play. Thank you all for hanging out. It seems, I don't think any construction that did end up happening today, so that's good. Let's hope it doesn't go crazy. Yay. No lag coming back to this. But I will be back tomorrow. We'll pick up this case right where we left off, baby. $2 would that give us 6 more hours? It certainly would not. I'm sorry, but I'll be back tomorrow. I have a client work that needs a dueling. But also, like, I don't like ending in the middle of these, because I feel like this is already this game is already hard enough to sort of be accessible as a stream. So I'm like, if somebody hops in like the beginning of a section, then maybe there's some verbal recap or whatever. Let's find somebody to trade. But while I do that, I have a few links I would like to share with you. Alright, we got my card. That's a one-stop shop to all things Comfy Catboy. That'll get you to any of my socials. And I would love to see you there. We also have the Discord, a beautiful place full of lovely people. And not just that. Oh, Reishi is streaming. Yeah, let's raid Reishi. Yeah, they're just getting started, so that'll be perfect. They're playing Overwatch 2, so that's going to be a pretty big departure from this. But Reishi's a very good egg. We got the Discord. Join it if you want to hang out with beautiful lovelies. A link to all my YouTube channels. A link to my throne if anybody really feels like spoiling me. My birthday's coming up, you know. Kind of, sort of, a little bit. It's less than 2 months away at the very least. But I'm also mostly joking. And then, last but not least, we have the link to Comfy Cozy Play, which is the YouTube channel aforementioned. Reishi and I have the same model parents. So their model looks exceptional. I love it a lot. And y'all. Oh, yeah, also wait. If you are a subscriber, you can copy and paste this. And let me see. Let's I I've hit this raid command. She's in the just starting screen, so we're gonna. I'll chat with you guys until the raid's about to expire, and then we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm real excited to complete this game. I want to get to the second game, where I don't really remember these cases, but they are a little, like, I'm enjoying them, but they're a little contrived in my opinion. So I hear the second game deals with like actual sort of series lore and stuff, so I'm excited about that. This is a game about a smuggling ring, and it's like good. I like it, but all right. I love you all so much. I will be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. West Coast American time. That's in 22 hours from now. I love you all. Have a scientastic day.